I don't know about you, but I feel like there are so many things that colleges have to offer, and we just like do not either know about them or take advantage of them. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren, and if you're new, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get a notification every time I post. I post every week. I did not post last week because I had a really tough mental week, but I utilized some of the resources I'm going to be talking about in this video today to kind of, get back on track, and I will continue to post consistently for the foreseeable future. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to talk about different college resources and kind of how to take advantage of them, because I feel that a lot of students don't know about these things. I'm a tutor now, and I know I'll be talking about something and my student will be like, we have that here? And I'm sure there's a similar experience at different colleges. So that inspired this video. The first thing I'm going to talk about has to do with your mental health. And I know all these things kind of have to do with your mental health in a way, but we can talk about counseling. My school has a counseling center right on campus, and they have walk-in clinics, individual therapy sessions, group therapy, something called the Resiliency Resource Center, yoga, meditations, and a couple different things. Now, it does get kind of crowded. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't, especially at a school so big. There's 30,000 students at Temple. We all theoretically could use these facilities. I've been in group therapy now. This is my second time in a group therapy. I was in one last semester. I'm in one this semester, and I don't think there's really any trouble getting into a group therapy. I think it's probably easier to get into a group therapy than see someone individually for a long period of time. I did pretty much see someone pretty much all last year, whether it was every week or every couple weeks, but she was like a resident therapist or something, so she was trying to get a lot of hours in, whereas the full-time people, they're more of the walk-ins. However, most people can be seen for up to 5 to 8 weeks at Temple, and you can always go to a walk-in and wait, or if there's an emergency, there are hotlines that Temple has that you can call, or they will see you. They have a rule where they'll never turn you away twice. So if you go to the walk-in one day and they're too busy, but then you come in the next day, they will see you, which I think is really nice. And I like taking advantage of the other stuff. As I think I mentioned in a couple of videos, the Resiliency Resource Center has so much stuff, and I really wish I could go more. It has light therapy, massage chairs, doodles, fun books to read. It's just a really calming space. Sometimes I wish I could do homework there, but I think I'd honestly go to do homework and then just not do it because I'd be so zen. So we'll see. Along the lines of counseling, actually in the same building, we have our student health services. And I really think a lot of students do not take advantage of this. I can't be sure about other schools, but at Temple, pretty much all basic health things we're already paying for that stuff. I did get blood work done, and that was an additional fee, but I see a nutritionist there. You can get basic checkups there, flu shots, any kind of basic things like that. It's all already included, and basic medicine. They got some ibuprofen just in the lobby area, just pick that up, because I always seem to not have ibuprofen with me when all of a sudden I get a migraine. So it's really easy and accessible to use these things, and people just don't go, or they are really skeptical. Some people trash talk student health, and I feel they had literally one bad experience and then they don't try again, and then they tell all their friends not to go. But if you're not going to go to student health, where are you going to go? And although around campus now we do have a Rite Aid, and we just got a CVS, so there are places that have mini clinics, I still recommend going to student health first if possible. That's another additional note. I really love the nutritionist on campus. I see her every couple weeks, and she just makes sure I'm eating enough for my food groups and how I'm feeling about food, and making sure I'm just eating well, because I know in college it can be so stressful to trying to figure out what to eat, and meal times can be off, and you're no longer with, for me, my mom made all my food before, bless her, but I suck in the kitchen. I am trying to cook a little bit more. I can make eggs and basic stuff now, but when I'm freaking out what to buy, I ask my nutritionist. She helps me come up with a list of things that I like and it'll be good for me, and then I can go to the store and it's all good. So I'm just gonna kind of keep continuing on this trend of fitness, of health to fitness. I think a lot of people like do not go to the gym, and to be fair, I don't go to the gym that often, especially now that I live at the View, and there's actually a gym like in the building, which is the gym I pretty much seem to go to now because it's so convenient. But last year I lived at 1300, and there were so many gyms within a couple minutes of walk. Like literally on Seasonably More on the same street, there was Temple Tough, which has like a bunch of treadmills and like that kind of equipment. Then there was the IBC Center just further down the road, which was where I went a lot because they had group fitness classes, Zumba, hip hop, cardio bar, spin. I never did spin because it scares me, but my friends, you know, swear by it. And just they had like more weights, and then there's like the climbing wall and the pool at another gym, and like the rec center, and you can play basketball or whatever you want to do. There's so many options for people to stay fit, and like just I have some people like, oh, I don't go to the gym, and I was kind of like one of those people because I hate lifting weights, mostly because I have no clue if I'm doing it right. And they actually do have classes to like learn how to use the weight room, so if I really cared, I could try. But then I found out that they have these classes, and I'm like, I like dancing. Like I'll do Zumba and hip hop for fun. So it just worked out super well. And I think probably a lot of schools have options like that if you just, you know, try to look into it, investigate. And if there's not a class you want, there's probably a club that has it. Like I know there's like a yoga club, and there's different types of dance clubs, and some are, you know, we have to audition to get in, but some are just like anyone can come and just like move and have fun. And I think you should be on the lookout for that, because even though people like opportunities like are out there and you should like seize the moment, like sometimes you gotta like look for moments to seize, if that makes sense. So going well from the club mention, take advantage of all the groups on campus. You're gonna be busy with schoolwork, and we're gonna get into that next, but there's like that can be a resource. Like especially, I know like you might make friends really easily, but maybe you don't, and you're like, oh, like how am I gonna meet people outside of my classes? Clubs are a great way to do that because you automatically know you have an interest that someone else has with this club, or like something about you is shared. Like I don't go to the Queer Student Union that much, but whenever I do go, I'm never worried about it because I know we can all relate to LGBTQ stuff. Or like I go to Aperture Agency, and you know, we all like taking pictures, stuff like that. Something I also really like about clubs is that you have this shared interest, but otherwise you could be from pretty much any major, any school, so that's pretty cool. Whereas like most of my classes, if there's a gen ed, we're all in the honors program. And if it's a film class, we're pretty much all film majors, a couple film minors, but okay, so I think the camera angle's off. Sorry, my memory card was just full, and then I cleared it off, but it didn't work, and I just had to format it, and it was like a mess. So I'm not exactly sure what I was just talking about. To be honest, I think I was talking about club. I was talking about clubs, I think. And yeah, like take advantage of them because there's really something out there for everyone. So from clubs, we're kind of transitioning, if you can tell, now to academics. I think that you're at college. There are going to be academic resources for you. You just have to sometimes look for them. Besides like the obvious ones, I think like the library. Every school has a library. Even within the library, you probably aren't utilizing everything. I know something that I think that Temple has that's really cool is a lot of courses, or like sets of courses, like in the environment classes, like there's something that the librarians have already made for you. It's a research guide, and they'll have specific databases that are really good for your topic. And there's a librarian that they may have multiple of these, but they're your designated librarian, so you can email them and they will help you with your research or your project or whatever. That is their whole job. And I think like I didn't know about that until we had someone actually come to my media and culture class and tell us to us. And then I was like, oh my gosh, really? And then we had someone come to my environment class this semester, and it really just sunk in that this is something across the entire university that we probably don't take advantage of. Also in the library, there are the help desks. You know, utilize the search system. You can get so advanced. There are so many filters you can apply. Just mess around with the system. Don't just do the basic search. Do the advanced search. It takes an extra couple of minutes, and it will save you probably hours, to be honest. Then if I have any tech issues, like you don't need, I mean, I did have some computer issues like with the screen, and then I had to go to Apple. But I was having some issues with just my phone connecting to the school stuff. I didn't need to call up my like Samsung for that or whatever. I could just go to the tech center and they have a help desk, and it was actually really easy. They fixed my problem. They sent me on my merry way. And it was great. It was also, you know, complimentary / included in my tuition. So it was really low stress. Going along with academic resources, take advantage of tutoring. I know that I'm a student athlete tutor, so that's in its own building, but we also have our General Student Success Center, which has tutoring in any subject. We have the Writing Center, and you can even turn it into e-tutoring, where you literally send your paper, like you upload the file, they will read it and send you back feedback. You don't even have to leave your room. You don't have to leave your bed to get this stuff. It's so convenient. You do have to schedule it in advance. Like if you're trying to get this done the day before your paper, you probably won't have a spot if you want to do the e-tutoring, but you can always go to walk-ins. And at Temple, I know it's just all in the library now. It used to have some be in Tuttleman, but now it's all in the library. The Student Success Center, super helpful, super convenient. I tell everyone to check this out. And like I send my papers there, and I think I'm a good writer, but it always helps to have someone else look at your paper with a fresh eye. You send them, you can even send them the assignments. They know what you're supposed to do. Or I send them like my cover letter sometimes, just to make sure that there's like another polished look if I don't have time to go to the Career Center, or I already went to the Career Center and they told me to go to this next. Like, take advantage of this stuff. It is here for you to have the best experience and the best time in college, all while succeeding academically and mentally and socially. Yeah, physically, you know, just everything in there. Once again, I apologize for my SD card dying. It kind of threw off my groove, but I hopefully, you know, recovered decently well. That pretty much wraps up this video. Remember to give it a like if you liked it. Comment down below what your school resources are or what you wish your school had. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Lauren is signing out. Ooh.